Our planet, this magnificent tapestry of life, is facing an unprecedented crisis. Climate change, a force driven by human activity, is no longer a distant threat, but a stark reality. Its consequences are far-reaching, impacting ecosystems and pushing countless species towards the brink of extinction. From the depths of the oceans to the heights of the mountains, the delicate balance of nature is being disrupted. As temperatures rise and weather patterns shift, many species struggle to adapt to their rapidly changing environments. This video serves as a solemn reminder of the irreversible impact of climate change, focusing on 7 animal species that have already vanished from our planet. Before we delve into these poignant tales of loss, I encourage you to subscribe, like, and comment on our channel, Global Fact Trends, to stay informed about the crucial issue of wildlife conservation. The Galapagos Islands, a volcanic archipelago off the coast of Ecuador, have long been a living laboratory of evolution. It was here on the small island of Pinta that a solitary figure came to symbolize the plight of an entire species. Lonesome George, the last known Pinta Island tortoise, died in 2012, marking the extinction of his kind. These gentle giants, capable of living for over a century, were once abundant on Pinta Island. However, the arrival of humans in the 19th century brought with it invasive species, such as goats, that decimated the tortoise's food supply. This ecological disruption, coupled with habitat loss and the impacts of climate change, proved too much for the Pinta Island tortoise to overcome. Lonesome George's story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of island ecosystems. These isolated havens of biodiversity are particularly vulnerable to the effects of climate change. Rising sea levels, increased storm surges, and changes in precipitation patterns threaten the delicate balance of life on these islands, putting countless species at risk. The extinction of the Pinta Island tortoise serves as a stark warning. It highlights the urgent need to address climate change and protect the world's remaining island ecosystems. High in the cloud forests of Costa Rica, a tiny jewel of an amphibian once thrived. The golden toad, with its vibrant orange hue, was a spectacle to behold, but this dazzling display was tragically short-lived. In 1989, after a period of rapid decline, the golden toad was declared extinct. The cloud forests, shrouded in mist and teeming with life, are particularly susceptible to climate change. These ecosystems rely on a delicate balance of temperature and humidity. As temperatures rise and rainfall patterns change, the cloud forests are becoming drier, disrupting the delicate web of life they support. For the golden toad, these changes prove fatal. The drying of their breeding pools, coupled with the spread of a deadly fungal disease, decimated their populations. The golden toad's disappearance serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of ecosystems and the far-reaching impacts of climate change. The silence that now hangs where the golden toad once thrived is a stark reminder of the biodiversity crisis we face. It underscores the urgent need to protect our planet's remaining rainforests and mitigate the effects of climate change. In the vast expanse of the Great Barrier Reef, a tiny island called Bramble Cay was once home to a unique species of rodent, the Bramble Cay melomys. This small, brown creature, found nowhere else on Earth, was a testament to the incredible diversity of life on our planet. However, the Bramble Cay melomy's existence was tragically cut short. In 2019, after years of declining numbers, the species was declared extinct. The culprit? Climate change. Rising sea levels, driven by the warming of our oceans, had a devastating impact on Bramble Cay. The island, barely above sea level, was increasingly inundated by storm surges and high tides. These events eroded the island's shoreline, destroying the melomy's habitat and food sources. The Bramble Cay melomy's extinction is a sobering reminder of the vulnerability of low-lying islands and coastal communities to the impacts of climate change. It highlights the urgent need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and mitigate the effects of a warming planet. As we witness the disappearance of species like the Bramble Cay melomys, we're reminded of the interconnectedness of all life on Earth. The loss of even the smallest creature has ripple effects throughout the ecosystem. Chapter 4. In the heart of Brazil's arid Caatinga region, a flash of brilliant blue once illuminated the sky. Spix's macaw, with its striking plumage and gentle nature, was a symbol of hope and resilience. But this iconic bird, once found in abundance, has been pushed to the brink of extinction in the wild. The decline of Spix's macaw is a complex tale. interwoven with habitat loss, the illegal pet trade, and the ever-present threat of climate change. The Caatinga, a unique and fragile ecosystem, has been subjected to decades of deforestation, stripping the macaw of its nesting sites and food sources. Climate change has exacerbated these challenges, bringing with it more frequent and severe droughts. These droughts have further degraded the Caatinga, making it even more difficult for Spix's macaw to survive. While Spix's macaw is now considered extinct in the wild, a glimmer of hope remains. Captive breeding programs are working tirelessly to increase the population of these magnificent birds, with the ultimate goal of reintroducing them to their natural habitat. The story of Spix's macaw reminds us that even in the face of adversity, there is always hope. It highlights the importance of conservation efforts and the need to address the root causes of biodiversity loss. High in the Pyrenees Mountains, a majestic creature once roamed the rugged slopes. The Pyrenean ibex, a wild goat with impressive horns, was a symbol of strength and resilience. But even the hardiest of creatures can fall victim to the relentless march of environmental change. The Pyrenean ibex's decline began in the late 19th century, driven by a combination of factors including overhunting, disease, and competition with livestock. However, it was the added pressure of climate change that ultimately sealed their fate. As temperatures rose, the Pyrenean ibex's preferred alpine meadows shrank, forcing them into lower elevations where they faced increased competition for food and resources. The changing climate also brought with it more frequent and severe droughts, further stressing these already vulnerable populations. In 2000, the last known Pyrenean ibex, a female named Celia, was found dead, marking the extinction of her kind. While scientists attempted to clone Celia using preserved tissue samples, the effort ultimately failed, highlighting the challenges of reversing extinction. The Pyrenean ibex's story is a cautionary tale, reminding us that even iconic species are not immune to the impacts of climate change. It underscores the urgent need to protect our planet's remaining biodiversity and mitigate the effects of a warming world. In the pristine waters of the Galapagos Islands, a playful and intelligent creature faces an uncertain future. The Galapagos sea lion, with its sleek coat and soulful eyes, is a beloved symbol of these islands. But even here, the impacts of climate change are felt. They rely on the cold, nutrient-rich waters of the Humboldt Current for survival. Climate change disrupts this balance, leading to warmer waters and frequent El Niño events. Warmer waters push their prey further out, forcing them to expend more energy. This is especially challenging for pups and juveniles. The Galapagos sea lions are critically endangered, with populations fluctuating due to El Niño. Their story is a stark reminder of the fragility of marine ecosystems. In the Atlantic forest of Brazil, a small bird once played a vital role in the web of life. The Alagoas foliage gleaner, with its brown plumage, was a master of camouflage. But even the most elusive creatures are not immune to habitat loss and climate change. The Alagoas foliage gleaner relied on the understory of the Atlantic forest for survival. This forest has been decimated by deforestation, cleared for agriculture and logging. Climate change has brought altered rainfall patterns and severe droughts. The Alagoas foliage gleaner was last seen in 2011 and is now extinct. Its disappearance is a reminder of the importance of habitat conservation. The silence where the Alagoas foliage gleaner once foraged is a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of all life. These 7 species, each unique and irreplaceable, represent just a fraction of the biodiversity that has already been lost due to climate change. Their stories serve as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all life on Earth and the urgent need for action. Each extinction is a tragedy, a loss not just for the species itself, but for the intricate web of life it was a part of. As we reflect on these losses, we must ask ourselves, what other species are teetering on the brink of extinction, their fates hanging in the balance? What will it take for us to heed the warnings of the natural world and take meaningful action to address the climate crisis? The time for complacency is long gone. We must act now with urgency and determination to protect our planet's remaining biodiversity and mitigate the effects of climate change. Stay tuned for our next video, where we will delve into the ongoing conservation efforts aimed at safeguarding endangered species and restoring our planet's health. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on our channel, Global Fact Trends, to keep the conversation going and join us in the fight for a brighter future.